Question number 21. In the given graph, the length of BP is option A 2 units, option B 5 units, option C 3 units, option D 4 units. Children, here already they have given you the graph. Okay. In this graph, they ask you to find out BP, length of the BP. Where is BP here? Here it is. This one we have to find out. By seeing only, see here, the points 3 and 5. B is having the points 3 and 5. It means, see, from here one point and then 3. 5 minus 3 gives you how much? See, from here to here it is how much? 1 unit, 2 unit. Therefore, BP is how much? 2 units. Answer A, option A is our answer. Got it? It is very simple. Only the diagram is big, answer is very small. Only you have to think how much unit is this BP. That is 1, 2. From here it has started, here it has been end, isn't it? Therefore, BP is 2 units. Each is carrying 1 unit. 0 to 1 is 1 unit, 1 to 2 1 unit. Therefore, it is 2 unit. Is that clear? Next, question number 22. If P x comma y divides the line joining A x1 y1 B x2 y2 in the ratio m1 is to m2, then x and y equal to how much? Option A, here we have x is equal to m1 x1 plus m2 x2 whole divided by m1 plus m2, and y is equal to m1 y1 plus m2 y2 whole divided by m1 plus m2. Option B is x equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 whole divided by m1 plus m2, and y is equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. Option C is x is equal to m1 x2 minus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, and y is equal to m1 y2 minus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2, and option D is x is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 minus m2, and y is m1 y2 plus m2 y1 whole divided by m1 minus m2. So, here in the question, P is a point of xy. It is dividing the line having the points A x1 y1 B x2 y2 in the ratio of m1 is to m2. In which ratio it is dividing these two points? these 2 points joining a line. Okay. P is going to divide, see, think that this is a line A, x1, y1, B, x2, y2. Okay, this is a line and this P, xy is going to divide this line in the ratio m1 is to m2. Then what are our values to find out the x and y? To find out this x and y, we have a formula. X is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. This is for x. And next, what about for y? You can write here. It will be m1 y2 plus m2 y1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. This is our formula to find out the values of x and y. Okay, got it children? And where is our answer? Is having the same number of values, x equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. See, x is equal to m1 x2, it is minus, and here it is b m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, and y m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Therefore, our required answer is option B. Is that clear children? Have you understood this? Next, question number 23. In the cumulative frequency distribution table given below, the number of families having income range of rupees 20,000 and rupees 25,000 is monthly income. Here they have given a table. In the first column, monthly income is there. In the second column, number of the families. First one, more than 5,000 rupees. How many families are there? 100 families. And more than 10,000 rupees, how many families? 85 families are there. And more than 15,069 families are there. More than 20,050 families are there. More than 25,037 families are there. And more than 30,000 rupees income, there are 15 families. So, options are here. Option A 35, option B 22, option C 13, option D 19. So, here children, you have income, you have to find out the income range of rupees 20,000 and rupees 25,000, how many families are there. Okay. As you know, here they have given a table, monthly income and then number of families. Okay. More than 5,000 rupees, 5,000 income, how many families are there? 100. And more than rupees 10,000, 85 families are there. And more than 15,000, 69 families are there having such income. And then more than 20,000, 50 families are there. More than 25,000, 37 families. More than 30,000, 15 families are there. Okay, this is our given data. And here what we have to do? Families are having 20,000 and 25,000 families having income 20,000. 20,000 means this one we have to take, and families having income more than 25,000 means this one we have to take. If you subtract from this number to this number, you will get number of families having income 20,000 to 25,000 are, see, 50 minus 37 gives you, how much it is? 50 minus 37 gives you 13. So, in option where we have 13, C. Therefore, our answer is option C. 13 families are having income in between 20,000 to 25,000. Is that clear, children? Got this one? Next, question number 24. The average marks scored by a student in a test of 6 subjects is 18. The sum of the marks scored by him in 5 subjects is 86. Then the marks scored by him in the 6th subject is option A 20, option B 21, option C 18, option D 22. Here, what you have understood from the question? Average for 6 subject, average marks is 18, and for 5 subject he scored 86 marks. So, what about the 6th subject? What is the mark for the 6th subject? That we have to find out. Then here, let 6th subject marks be X, okay, and then total marks here is 86, then 6th subject is also you have to add to get the average, divided by 86 plus X divided by what? How many subjects are there? 6 subjects, isn't it? So, divided by 6. What is the average? 18. To find out the average, what you will do? Total number of marks divided by subjects, total subjects, isn't it? So, here total number of marks means he scored 86 for 5 subject. What about 6 subject? That we have to find out, and divided by total number of subjects is 6 and average is 18. Okay? That's why 86 plus X is equal to 18 into 6. Is that clear? Next, 86 plus X is equal to 18. 6 how much, children, it is? 108. 108. Therefore, X is equal to, keep 108 as it is, bring 86 to this side, you will get X is equal to 108 minus 86, that is, remove 86 from 108. 8 minus 6 gives you 2. 10 minus 8 gives you how much? 2. It will become 0. Is that clear? You can do also like this also, 108 minus 86, which is your convenient, you can do subtraction. Okay. So here we got x is equal to 22. It means what? Our sixth subject. Okay. He scored 22 marks in the sixth subject. In the option, where is 22? D. Therefore, option D is our answer. Is it clear, children? Next, question number 25. The median and mode of a grouped scores are 26 and 29 respectively. Then the mean of the score is option A 27.5, option B 28.4, option C 25.8, option D 24.5. Here children, already we know that median is equal to 26, mode is equal to 29, and we know that the formula is 2 mean is equal to 3 median minus mode to find out the mean, isn't it? Substitute the given values in this, you will get 3 into median is how much? 26 and mode is 29. 26 3s are 78 minus 29, which gives you 48. Is it correct? Check. 78 minus 29 gives you 49, which is equal to 2 mean. Therefore, mean is equal to 49 divided by 2. It means 2 ones are 2 twos are 4, then 2 fours are 8. 1 has remained over there. Then take a point, it will become 10. So 2 5s are 10. Here mean is 24.5. This is our answer, and check in the option. Answer D. See, option D is our answer. Got it, children? How it came? Remember this formula? 2 mean is equal to 3 median minus mode. If you apply this formula, then it will be easy for you to find out the mean. Okay? Have you understood this? Good. Next, question number 26. In the given figure, angle B is equal to 90 degree, AB is equal to BC is equal to 2 centimeter. Then the length of the AC is option A 2 root 2 centimeter, B 4 root 3 centimeter, option C 2 centimeter, option D 4 centimeter. See here, they have already given you a triangle, that is ABC. This is a right angle triangle because angle B is having 90 degree. So here they have given BC and AB are 2 centimeter each. It means what? BC is equal to AB and both are 2 centimeter. So here what we have to do? Apply. Which theorem we have to apply? Pythagoras, isn't it? To find out the length of AC, or you can say hypotenuse. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AB is how much? What they have given you? AB equal to BC is equal to 2 centimeter, isn't it? So take it here. AB is 2 centimeter, 2 square, plus BC is how much? It is also 2 centimeter. It will also 2 square. Then 2 square means how much? 4 plus again 4. That is AC square. Next, AC square is equal to 8. We got. But we want to find out AC. Therefore, AC is equal to square root of 8. How to simplify this? 4 2s are 8. Is that correct? 4 take it outside, it will become 2. And what left inside? That is root 2. That is our AC. So children, so which option is correct over here? Option A is our answer because it is having 2 root 2. Is that clear? Got it, children? Well, next, question number 27. In triangle ABC, if DE is parallel to BC, then the relation which is true. Option A, AC divided by AD is equal to EC by BD. Option B, AD divided by DE is equal to AE by BC. Option C, AD divided by AB is equal to AE by AC. Option D, AB divided by BC is equal to AE by BD. See here, they have given you a triangle that is ABC. And here D is a midpoint on the AB and E is a midpoint of AC. In triangle ABC, what is the condition? DE is parallel to BC. If in such condition, what we can write? See, the small triangle and the big triangle are in the ratio how? See, first you take this one side AD divided by what is this? AB is equal to AE divided by AC. Why we wrote this one? Because in a triangle, if DE is parallel to BC, then we can easily say that AD divided by AB is equal to AE divided by AC. So, here which option is correct, children? Check. AC divided by AD means AC divided by AD. There is no relation. So, this is not our answer. Next come to B. AD divided by D. AD divided by DE. DE. No, this is also not correct. Next come to C. AD divided by AB is equal to AE divided by AC, which is our right answer. So, here option C is our answer. Got it? Next, question number 28. Triangle ABC is nearly equal to triangle PQR and their areas in the ratio 25:9. If BC is equal to 5 centimeter, the length of QR is how much we have to find out. Here the option A is 8 centimeter, option B is 3 centimeter, option C is 3.5 centimeter, option D is 9 centimeter. Here triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR and they are in the ratio of 25:9. It means what? Similar means the corresponding angles and the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. That you know already, isn't it children? So, on that basis, see here, I have taken BC square and QR square. Why? I left the other two sides because see here, we know already BC is equal to 5 centimeter. For example, if the triangles are like this, see, they are similar to each other and they are in the ratio 25:9. Means what? The first triangle, obviously it should be bigger than the second one. So, this side is corresponding to this side. It means they are in the ratio 25:9. That's why I took here QR only. This BC and here it is QR. This side we know. We have to find out the length of QR. And these are the two correspond sides. That's why I took BC and QR here. Okay, is that clear? So, triangle ABC divided by triangle PQR, that is equal to BC square divided by QR square. Okay. Next, triangle ABC, how much it is? Ratio is how much? 25. The areas of two triangles are in the ratio 25:9. Means what? 25 divided by 9 we can write. And then BC is how much? See here, it is 5 centimeter. Means 5 square divided by QR square as it is. So next, QR square is equal to, cross multiply, you will get 9 into this one will become 25 whole divided by this 25 will come down. Next, 25, 25 get cancel each other. You will get QR square is equal to 9 you got. Therefore, QR is equal to 3 centimeter. Is that clear? Next, here option E is 8 centimeter and here option B is 3 centimeter. That's why our answer is option B. Got it children, how it came? Next,